boxing with more of a relentless attack than Showtime Shawn Porter. And this young man is one of the best shows in the entire game, and he's got one of the best trainers in the entire game. As you saw again tonight, I mean, I'm blown away every time I watch these two work together. You know, your game plans are so disruptive, and I mean, you know, you just never clinch. It's so difficult on the opponent. I was sitting next to Keith Thurman tonight, and the respect he has for Shawn is incredible, by the way. And yeah, and then they're going to be in there together, and he's going to need that respect. But the most relentless force, offensive force in boxing today, Showtime Shawn Porter. There we go. You have a long night. You're going to be a rough night. Sit down. Unless you want to sit down.
Y'all good with me right here? Y'all want me up there?
Yeah,
we good? Stand up.
Showtime!
What time is it? Showtime! What time is it? Showtime! We was talking about that this morning. My dad said I shouldn't do it, but I know y'all love me, so y'all gonna scream. What time is it? Showtime! Hey, listen, man. We're blessed. I'm glad to be able to make it through this fight safely with the victory. Got the medal here. So proud of this right now. Listen, after I knocked him out and the ref grabbed him, I knew it was over. And, you know, I put my head down, man. And I just, you know, we do so much in camp and we work so hard and we want so much for each other, you know, and they all want so much from me. That, you know, when we have these opportunities to do it and it goes the way we want it to go, you know, that's just, you know, that was my moment to really reflect on, you know, everything coming together the way we wanted it to. So, I feel great right now. I'm blessed. We'll be headed to get everything else done soon after this, and then we'll be back in the gym not soon after that, because that's the way we work. And then hopefully we'll be ready to go. I don't know. My dad let us know when we're gonna do it, but you know, hopefully you don't have to wait too long. So let's get a couple questions and then get out of here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shawn, so when you fought Keith in this building last summer, the crowd thought you won. That was definitely the reaction from when the decision was read. Just wondering if you think you can do anything different if you're able to face him again to get a different outcome from the judges.
You know what? In the back room, I was talking to my dad while we were getting checked out by the doctor, and I let him know, you know, I thought I fought smart tonight. I thought I picked my punches well. I thought there were times where, you know, yes, I smothered my shots, but I also smothered him. You know, we all know that he has a dangerous uppercut, and those were the few reasons why I didn't step back and create space the few times that I didn't. But I thought overall, you know, we came in with a great game plan. I implemented the game plan as well as seeing what I needed to see and doing what I needed to do to lay clean, hard shots on Berto and get him out of there. I think the same goes for Keith. You know, there are times when I'm in the midst of the battle and it's get him, and it can't always be like that. I think this was a primary fight where, you know, I let the get him go, and I did what I was told to do, what I've been taught to do. What you see the punch, throw the punch, make them miss, make them pay, and that's something that we would definitely continue to work on. Something that we've worked on before. That's key, I think, in beating Keith Thurman.
Shawn, he did catch you with the uppercut early, and you adjusted to it. Were you ever hurt by that punch?
No, sir. The few times that he did throw it and land it, it was just more of a, dang it, you know, I was there in line for it. You know, I think everybody has a niche, something that they do very well, something that you always have to look out for. I think that's kind of what separates me from other fighters, is I can mix it up and I can come at you, and I can, you know, and I can also, you know, box from the outside as well. That was really, you know, the one thing we were mindful of. I'm not going to say cautious. I'm not going to say, you know, worried. We were very mindful that he has a sneaky uppercut and that he doesn't mind throwing it. You know, that's a punch that is hard to throw. It's hard to land, but he doesn't mind doing it. Excuse me. And the few times that he did, you know, it's all about recognition and then making the adjustments. So, like you said, man, I tried to make the adjustments. I still got hit with it a few times through the fight. From here, man, it's just about, you know, getting better, improving. I got hit less this fight than I did in the Keith Thurman fight. So the plan is the next fight to get hit even less than that, and try to box as good as possible, and win the fight.
Over here.
Shawn, how bad were the cuts, and how long of a layoff do you think that's going to cost for you?
We're waiting to find out. We do have to get them stitched up, but once we get to the hospital and they do that, we'll figure out exactly what we need to do.
Can you talk about what it feels? Can you talk about what it feels like right now to be a welterweight in this gym tonight? All the fighters were here. Kell Brook was here. Kell Brook was here.
Okay.
The other guys, Keith Thurman.
Everybody was here.
All these guys were here, and then,
You know, when you're as comfortable as I am in the ring, I get in the ring and I see all the fighters that are around. Those are my colleagues. You know what I mean? Simply put, when those guys are off their feet and they're cheering for you, they know what's going on. You know, so that is the confirmation that you need. You know, my #1 confirmation comes from my dad, but outside of him, making you guys scream and hoop and holler is awesome. But when I see, my fellow welterweights here, super welterweights, and so on and so forth, the other champions that are proud of me, that really it does something to me. It lets me know that I'm doing the right things and I should continue to do them. Love it. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. When I got in the ring tonight, to me, I just want the bell to ring. Once the bell rings, we start to do what we work to do, and then we put it together and make it happen. So I'm always excited. Sometimes you may see me smile, sometimes you may see me with a serious face, but trust me, man, my heart is always joyful.
Right here. Over here.
Shawn, Kell Brook, he clinched you a lot in your fight. Did you learn something? Because in this fight, it was like you took no for an answer and you would not allow the hold.
Yeah. Even with this fight in particular, this was something that we worked on. We knew that we were going to be able to push him off and then come immediately with punches. So that was something we worked on at our training facility as well. As if we're caught in the hole, even not caught in the hole, but when it comes time to create space, we want to push him off or use our elbows to create the space and then go right at him. So I just think collectively overall, outside of the headbutts, we did a very good job tonight. The corner did a fantastic job. The communication was great. Even the communication during the fight was great. So it feels good to be in this kind of rhythm, in this spirit, doing what I do, and be able to come out on top of it.
This message is questions for both Ken and Shawn Porter.
Right, hello.
I noticed online you guys did a lot of training, and when I saw Andre Berto quit, I was like, that must have been the 54-400 that you guys did. Can you speak to about, I noticed online you have like 3 or 4 people in the Hall of Fame. Can you speak to the experience of your corner and the actual training that you guys have done for this fight?
Let me clear my throat. Thank you guys. It's great to actually be in a press conference after that fight because we haven't had this opportunity, so it's a great opportunity for Shawn to be able to speak and answer the questions that you guys have for him. As far as that's concerned, the training that we do, I don't think anybody can outwork us, and for a long time throughout his amateur career growing up, I would always tell him, nobody gets to out-hustle you. Nobody outworks you. It's not allowed. We refuse to let somebody outwork us. Now, I will say there were some points in one of those rounds, I'm not sure what it was, he was throwing so many body punches, I was like, oh, snaps. Yeah. And that's probably not the word I said, but I was saying, oh, snaps. How's he going to feel after throwing all of them? Yeah. And my concern was more because of, the head clashes in that situation can also take energy away from you. And the energy that you're expending, you know what I mean? But he came through it and he continued to do it. So the training that we do is second to none, and it's a testament to him allowing me to push him through that fire and ice, because we got that cryogenics tub at our place, so that's 45 degrees. So he deals with the fire and he deals with the ice. So when he gets in there, he's unstoppable. And I kept telling him he's a warrior throughout the fight. And I kept talking to him, and he kept listening to me. And I kept telling him, even after the beginning of the first round, and even after we saw cuts, I said, those cuts don't mean nothing. And it didn't mean anything to him. And I know they didn't mean anything to him, because it didn't mean anything to him when he went down the steps on the tricycle when he was 3. It didn't mean anything to him. Get up, let's go. That's who we are, you know what I mean? So he's bred and raised that way, you know what I mean? So the training is the pain has a purpose. The pain has a purpose, and I was saying that throughout the camp. The pain has a purpose. So he went through that pain, and you feel that pain in a fight, it means absolutely nothing to you.
Sorry. Hey,
Last
congrats,
question.
Shawn.
This is the last question.
Congrats, Shawn.
Thank you.
Great performance.
What's up, Mike?
You know, I know you're the last guy that wants to be inactive. You're always trying to fight constantly, and you know, through no fault of your own, it's been hard to stay active. Do you think Thurman's going to give you the fight next, or do you anticipate having to wait a while?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel, and I could be wrong. I could, you know, I'm not in his position, but I feel like if it was me in the ring, and Gray asked that question, I would simply say yes. I know what the people want, and I know what's going to make me great. The people want to see me fight Keith Thurman, and I wish that he had simply said, yes, I want to fight Shawn Porter next. I understand that he has other obligations, but, you know, right now we're just going to move forward doing what we do. I'm going to allow my dad to do what he always does, and we'll stay blessed, we'll stay ready, and hopefully that WBC title is next. Yeah, thank you.
Give the people what they want.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, give the people what they want.
A round of applause to Lou DeBella here. I gotta say, this is an unbelievable venue to perform in. I think Lou has a very good knack for promoting boxing, and I think he knew what he was getting himself into when he brought things to the Barclays. He put on a fantastic show tonight, and we look forward to some more. So thank you very much, Lou.
Sent Lou a DVD of Shawn when he was coming out of amateurs, and I handed it to Lou, and Lou said, "What do you want me to do with this?" He's not from Brooklyn. That's what he said. He's not from Brooklyn. It's okay.
And shows you what a dummy I was.